Right. Hold up. Oh, I can hear me out there. 2-2 already, yeah? Let me go to my thing. Score. 2. What game was 2-2? What was the last live stream that I even done? Mad. Feels like I ain't done one in time. Chelsea, PSG, I'm fucking excited for this one. Listen, I think that there's a lot of people that have writ Chelsea's chances off tonight. Potentially off the back of how we've looked in the league and things like that. But at the same time, I'm confident. I'm confident here. Because, you know, to use a boxing analogy, styles do make fights. And I've always felt that our style against the likes of PSG, Barcelona, teams like that, our style's good for that. Yes, what's happening? I'm getting a lot of love in the chat now. I appreciate it. People, I know there's loads of you that asking where I've been and stuff like that. I'll let a few more people get in here and then I'll just say, because I've just come back from holiday, yeah, and I was getting like multiple messages every single day. Not comments, I'm on about like inboxes every single day. Oh, you've sold out Chelsea fans, you're not making videos, stuff like that. Honestly, people, like, I don't know. My favourite forehead is live. Your favourite forehead? Why? What's going on with the forehead? Is that a backhander? Is that an insult? Or do you actually like my forehead? I didn't know foreheads were a thing. I didn't know they were in. I mean, my friend, his missus does like Botox and all that. Like, she gives them out. Well, she don't give them out for free, you know. She does them as treatments. Anyway, she's been saying to me a few times, she says, Joey, baby, you need to get your Botox. You need to get your Botox. That's because she's got an accent. She's Iranian. Right. Lay off the tenors. We need you, Joey. Yeah, I know, bro. I know. Yes, Joey, mate. It's going to be a tough match. Score predictions. Let's go with... Oh, score predictions. I want to go really outrageous. 3-1 Chelsea. We're going 3-1 Chelsea. Like it or fucking lump it. Yeah? If you don't like what I say, don't watch the channel. Because I'll tell you what, honestly, I've been so close to quitting. But I'm not going to. People, I'll just tell you, lot, for anyone that's in here, because it's just got to a point now where I just got so many people commenting, messaging every time I do upload something. I got a parent very unwell, terminally ill. And I've got a lot more than just that. I've got a terminally ill parent, and I've got, you know, people in my family that are battling bad illnesses and stuff like that. And because of that, it's been very, very hard just for me in my life, let alone making content and stuff like that. I get, and I should be massively, massively appreciative that people are taking time out their day to message me and ask me about stuff and whatever. But I could read you out a few that I've had since I've been on holiday, and it's like, mate, that's ridiculous to even send a stranger a message like that. Like, I ain't made that many videos recently, but as I say, like, I think hardcore fans of the channel all would have suspected there was something serious going on in my life anyway. So it is what it is. But please don't send me hate, because if I don't make a video on a Chelsea game, it's not because I'm not wanting to do it, and it's not because I don't support Chelsea anymore, and it's not because whatever. It's because I've got stuff going on, man. You know what I mean? You've been missed the toxic positivity, yeah. So I'm told. It's funny, yeah? People used to hate the toxic positivity, and now everyone's like, oh, where's it gone? I never felt it was toxic positivity. And I think this... Then, and listen, we're going to speak about the match, people. We're going to get your questions in. I'm really looking forward to them. Hold on, did a super chat come in? David _G02. Sorry, bro. That's only just showed up green. It never popped off in my ear as a super chat. Thank you so much, mate. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you very much, David. Everyone, score predictions for the game. David, I did already answer it, but I'm going 3-1 to Chelsea in this one. And listen, this will go back to my point, yeah? I get hated on, yeah, for making score predictions. Like, I'll go, do you know what? I think Chelsea could do it. I'll give Chelsea a 2-1 win, or I'll give Chelsea, I don't know, whatever. And say it's a game like the Arsenal one where we go and lose 2-0 or something like that. It's me that gets bare stick. And I'm just like, what? Why am I getting all the stick? Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. It's one of them. It is what it is. Much love to you and your family. Spokesy, thank you very much, bro. Appreciate that. Adam Rice, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate that. How you feeling, mate? Yeah, decent. Yeah, good. Confident ahead of the game. My favourite YouTuber's back, Charlie Bowles. Well, he spelt it right, or pronounced it right. I mean, I didn't hear what you said, but I'm sure he did pronounce it in that way. Turtle as, what does that mean? I don't know. Much love, big man. Hope all is well. Thank you very much, Vuvu. Joey, definitely the best Chelsea YouTuber. I don't know about that. I mean, the views wouldn't say so. I used to bang views on the Chelsea YouTube. Now I upload stuff and I just get like, not many views, nothing like that. But it is what it is. Do you know what it is, right? I've always had this same mentality in YouTube and this same feeling, yeah, of like, there's, honestly, you lot don't know the amount of stuff I've turned down since I've been doing YouTube. Like, you honestly don't know. And there's certain things that I've turned down and turned down the opportunity to do that even now people will go to me, oh, like, did you see so-and-so has got a gig doing this and that and whatever. And I'm thinking, yeah, I turned that down. Do you know what I mean? There's loads of stuff that, like, I don't do or whatever. But yeah, one thing that I won't ever do, and this probably plays into a lot of the stuff I've turned down in the past and whatever, I won't work with certain people, and I won't... I'll always put my club first, do you know what I mean? I'll always put Chelsea first. So I won't necessarily take part in a shoot, even if it was for a big name company, where I know that the intention of the shoot is to make a Chelsea fan look stupid. That's, in my opinion, this is how I see the industry. Do you know what I mean? Like, in my opinion, a lot of the time, it's like the intention of it. And I've done multiple shoots like Lab Bible, stuff like that, where, you know, ultimately, if you make yourself look stupid, you can. But I've done a lot that or been offered a lot that are like that, where I know they want to paint Chelsea in a bad light. I'm the one that now gets fucked off the back of that. Because if I had have been more out there, and if I had have given way more controversial opinions, thrown players under the bus, done this sort of stuff, I'm sure my numbers would be right up there. But I'm glad I have a channel for the most part. People ain't really coming to hate on. But yeah, someone just said in their algorithm, I would agree. I'd agree. The algorithm ain't been good to me, but it is what it is. Respect, brother in blue. You and family come first. Your family are in our prayers. Andrew Michael, you're a legend. Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate that, bro. Really do appreciate that. That's what I say. People, like, my content never slowed down. Never slowed down. Really, like, I've done fights. I've done a lot. Like, my content was there or thereabouts most days for 2 years. Do you know what I mean? Things get in the way. Stuff happens. And you got to step up and care for your family. And over the past couple of months, that's what I've been doing. Do you know what I mean? So, lay off. Best looking Joey. Oh, I don't know about that. I could think of a few. Joey Essex, the Birds used to quite like him. Joey Diaz. What other Joeys are there? Joey from Friends. He was a fucking heartthrob. I don't even think I'm top 5 best looking Joeys. Cole Palmer Masterclass today. I fucking hope so. Joey is definitely the best looking Chelsea YouTuber other than the big dog. I don't know how me being good looking somehow got into the conversation, but fuck me. I'll take it. I'll drink to it. Cheers. I'll have that. A soccer stud. Would you ever post your content as podcasts on Spotify / Apple, etc.? Always watch the videos, but would love the audio on the go. I would definitely consider it if I had the time to. I'd like to take someone on, really, to do a lot of the technical stuff for me, because I had my... Hold on. Sorry, 2 secs. Integrity is everything, Joey. It shows how much you watched and miss when people are grieving when you can't be there. Thank you very much, bro. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. Listen, I'm fucking grieving myself. But I really appreciate it, bro. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Palmer and João Pedro link up, but Reece would be key. Yeah. Is it too simplistic to say that although Malo Gusto isn't always a starter for me, you see how we lined up, how we went about things, how we looked in that Club World Cup final. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was one of Malo Gusto's better games. I think that if you're an Enzo Fernandez, if you're a Caicedo, listen, if you're any player in blue tonight, I mean, we're probably not playing in blue. Are we white kit, black kit? Not sure, let me know. But if you're any player lining up for Chelsea tonight, you need to be treating this as the opportunity of a lifetime. You need to be treating this as a game where, although this isn't right, although this isn't correct, maybe this shouldn't be the way, basically, you can right all your wrongs with one good fucking performance. And I don't mean that overall in the context of the season, because I don't think we'd say, oh, it's been a massively successful season just because we smashed Barcelona, just because we smashed PSG in the Club World Cup final. But I tell you what, even if we finish 4th or 5th, yeah, and a lot of people might say, oh, no chance of that. We'll see. I get a lot of stick when I say it, but at the same time as that, I said it throughout last season. I said it when we were 8th with... God, I think we were 11th at one point, but we were 8th with God knows how many games to go, whatever. I said it. Everyone slated me. Ended up happening. Not me trying to look like I'm right. Just me trying to tell you, lot, before you start slating me, if I say Chelsea can finish in the top 4 and in the top 5, listen, it's happened before. Time in, time out. You've slated me before and we've still done it. Do you know what I mean? So I think that if we could secure ourselves a top 4, top 5 finish, we're always going to look at it and go, yeah, if you actually deep it domestically, it wasn't a very good time. Someone trying to ring me. Yeah, but overall, if we get to a Champions League final, that's what we're going to remember. And the good news for Chelsea, and this is something that I've got to stress here, and again, does it mean we'll win tonight? No. Does it mean we'll win the competition? No. But will I stand on it regardless of the result? Yes, 100%. The good thing about Chelsea Football Club at the moment is... in Europe, we do come up against sides that don't face us week in, week out and do have to prepare for their opponents on a domestic front, and therefore they don't know all that much about the sort of deeper analysis of Chelsea's games, and therefore they don't know our common weaknesses that are seen in the Premier League week in, week out. I'm not saying they haven't got access to that, but what I'm saying is our style isn't great always against teams that don't allow us the space, against teams that say, yeah, we're sweet, we don't mind the away travelling fans being bored, you're going to have to break us down, we'll hope to catch you on a counter-attack. In the Champions League, that doesn't happen as much. So let me earmark a few players, because there's some players that you always know are going to be quality. But for me, in the Champions League, and I'm going to get to these comments in a minute, in the Champions League, I think you see a way better version of Esteval. Obviously, he's not available. In the Champions League, I think you probably see a better version of Pedro Neto. A lot of people give him a lot of criticism, but I think he's been better. In the Champions League, Garnacho's better. Do you know what I mean? So there's a lot of players like Caicedo and whatnot who I'm not necessarily going, oh, they come alive in the Champo, mate. But there's a lot of players that do. Malo Gusto better in the Champions League straight away. So, yeah. What are people thinking about the Jorgensen inclusion tonight? I'm just going to have a look at these comments. Joel said he moved from a season to get older to the States, and this channel is such a tie back home. Appreciate the content. Thank you so much, bro. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Where in the States do you live, Joel? I want to get back out to the States. Joey said we're winning the Champions League, so it's happening. Well, if I said it, it's fucking happening. I'm a man of my word. Gusto being key to pushing many back. What? I'm on a stream. What's something? Sorry, people. And this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying to you. This is what I'm saying when I'm getting stick about not putting Chelsea content out and stuff, man. I hope no one has to go through the shit I am. Right, okay. Joey, I best see you at the Forest match. Not sure. I want to get to the Newcastle game. Mr. Tom, 66 or 666. What's happening, bro? Long time no speak. Need a vintage Caicedo today. Well, luckily, more often than not, we do get a vintage Caicedo, so we should be good. Heard rumours Jorgensen is Liam's number one. Yep, I've heard the same rumours. Do I think, and it's an awful time to say it before the match because he could put in a blinder, do I necessarily think that Jorgensen's better than Sanchez? No, I don't. I think it's a case of pick your poison. But that being said, I've been wrong before. Do you know what I mean? I have been wrong before. So let's see. As for Jorgensen, I'm shitting bricks. Krups, hardcore fan, what's happening, bro? How you doing? Right, let's just get ready to hit play. Weird that new kickoff, innit? Where they just hoof it straight up to put the other team under some immediate pressure. Weird, but in my opinion, good. I like it. I'd love the game to go back a little bit. Do you know what I mean? And I say that, and everyone complains about the boringness of the Premier League, right? I get that sometimes, and you can say about long balls and stuff like that. But where are the bangers? Eh? Where are the bangers? They ain't, really, in my opinion. No one's really scoring fucking screamers. What happened to the days of John Arnaisa just absolutely putting his foot through it from range? You know what I mean? Like a Stevie Gerrard or someone like that getting eye for goal outside of the box and just taking the shot. We don't do it because we're all too scared to lose possession. It's pathetic. Chelsea pushing up, trying to, or being urged to push up here early on. Matt Letizia, what a fucking legend. What a legend. A lot of people are anti-Matt Letizia now, aren't they? I'm not. Hasselbank, Yeboah. Oh, yes. Hasselbank, Yeboah. Who else would I shout sometimes? I mean, I covered this on a short the other day. I used to shout Papa Boopa Diop, even though he didn't play for Chelsea. I used to shout John Arnaisa sometimes, even though he played for Liverpool. I mean, yeah, he'd have been playing for Liverpool. I was about to say he could have been playing for Fulham around that time. Mostly PSG so far. Chelsea not really doing much, but the game hasn't really, nothing's really even happened yet. Nice, right, cut out there. Fucking no. Kev Guest, mate, that's way too generous of you. Thank you very much, bro. Really, really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Mate, I'm sorry you're going through that. I have 2 young kids under 3. I went legally blind this year. And my mum and sister both got cancer. Life sucks, but just like the Chelsea, only way is to get through this hell. Keep walking. Fucking hell, Kev, man. I'm absolutely gutted to read that. I'm really, really sorry, bro. Really, really sorry to hear that. Give me a message on Instagram. Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that, bro. But you're right. You have just got to keep going. I've just had a cancer diagnosis in my family as well, alongside everything that has been going on. So it's long. It's fucking shit. But like you say, what can you do? I always say, and I can't actually say the phrase on here because it's banned on YouTube, but if you're not going to do that, yeah, and I know it sounds brutal, but if you're not going to end it all, you've got to carry on. Do you know what I mean? And that sounds brutal in life, but that's how I see it. You've got to move on. Otherwise, you know, like you say, you got 3 kids, sorry. 2 kids under 3. 2 kids, and, you know, that's exactly the same as me, mate. I've got 2 under 4, and that's what I think. Anything goes wrong and you just think, yeah, fuck it, it's all about the kids now. Legend. Hope you're well, Kev. I'm really gutted to hear that. Morton Gams Pedeston, 2 guy. Here we go, Chelsea on the attack here. Right wing, passed in. Oh, and João Pedro, right, flicks a leg out. So, out on the wing there. Was it Pedro Neto that picked it up? Is it Pedro Neto? He whips it in. João Pedro, if he had... Oh, Reece James whips it in, sorry. João Pedro, if he had... he gets a foot on it. He gets a foot on it, but it's just wide. Chelsea with probably the best chance of the game so far. And the one thing that is very hard to almost claim at times because it's so inconsistent. And I do accept it is very inconsistent. So one game you might see this and then the next you might not. But the one thing that I would say is I am seeing relationships develop now between João Pedro, Cole Palmer, Pedro Neto, and obviously we're big time missing Esval. Given away there by Jorgensen at the back. Oh, got to get this out. Shot from range. And Jorgensen holds that one from João Neves from range. But that's probably the most lively PSG have looked there. And again, it's capitalised on a Jorgensen mistake. Or it's a Jorgensen mistake they've capitalised on, I should say. Here we go, Palmer. Here we go. Chelsea corner. Cole Palmer showing a little bit more pace there than he showed in recent weeks, perhaps. I think a Cole Palmer especially would relish this game. Because do you know what I said about, and it's unfair, I accept it's unfair and appreciate that, but it's just true in my opinion, or that's what I believe. But what I said about, like, you could have a bang average season. Do the bollocks against PSG and you'd be a legend. Do you know what I mean? Do the bollocks against Millwall and you'd be a legend. Football Factory. Go on. Woo! Header from the corner. It was actually a PSG head. I thought it was Gusto that got on the end of that. Let's whip it in. The big boys are in there. Fofana's up for this one. Keeper comes for it. He gets a hand to it. And Chelsea need to regroup well here because PSG have a good little counter. Ah, he's flopped it. He's fucking scuffed his lines there. Chelsea playing out from the back here. PSG not putting too much pressure on them. Joel said it's an open match so far, and I'd agree with that. Both teams have had a couple of half opportunities. Jorgensen's looking shaky at the back for me. Jorgensen's always looked shaky at the back for me, but I'm not going to speak too soon because there's looking shaky and there's being shaky. And so far, he's done a bit of both. You know, he might pull off some good saves. Who knows? Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Open game, but not the most attacking. I feel like it's gonna touch fire. I've just been out in Tenerife and I've been on the old Doradas. Anyone have Dorada? Anyone like Dorada? Good beer. I prefer a Dorada to a San Miguel personally. Yeah, so Chelsea we've probably. Well, I mean, we've got 7 players in their half right now, but we've got 5 pushing up. If PSG are able to play through us, then we will have problems because defensively we've not been great anyway. However, that defensive vulnerability, a lot of the time, from my opinion, has been with organisation. And that's why you've seen so many goals conceded from set pieces and stuff like that. So it's not necessarily that we've been awful when we've been getting counter-attacked, but defence is defence, and our defence hasn't been great. So, let's see. We're doing these farmers. Jorgensen got me more nervous than Sanchez. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, same here. Spoke far too much shit to Spurs fans yesterday for us to concede from Jorgensen giving up a 3-1. Yeah, but, you know, I could make a prediction, but I don't want to, because if I predict it and then it happens, I've jinxed it. But it's a disciplinary prediction. Oh, chipped into the box. Headed down, put probably back into the wrong position maybe there by, I think it was Reece that headed it. But it is away from danger for the sec. PSG now coming forward. Dembele running in. Was that Dembele? No. They're both shaky, but Sanchez is a better shop stopper. I think we should stick with Rob. Yeah, I'd agree with you. I think that Sanchez is a better shot stopper, and I think that Sanchez is more confident. PSG taking it down off the bar in 1-0. Barcola. Good goal for PSG, to be fair. Ball's whipped into the box. It's headed back to Barcola. He takes it down on the chest, and then he just absolutely roofs it into the top of the net. Not good defending from Chelsea. I think it was a little bit too easy. But then again, I don't want to speak too soon and not be able to actually pinpoint anything I would say is a defensive error. But I just think it was a bit too easy, a bit too simple. And I think that originally we should have cleared our lines better. That ball's put back over and there's a man free there. One goes to him. The one that goes to him gets away, or comes away, I should say, or both come away, including Reece and Gusto, the two right backs on the pitch. They come away from Barcola. Now that goes in off the bar, yeah? Yeah. Nah. I was looking at the shot originally and I was thinking Sanchez maybe would have saved that. I don't think he would have saved that. Do you think Sanchez would have saved that, people? I don't think he would have saved that. I think that was close to unsavable. Maybe who's top shot stopper? Maybe Donnarumma might have saved it. Oh, hold on. Wrong scorer. Right. Come on. Let's fucking dig in now. Let's get having it. People, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Come on. Let's get it going. We need to dig in. Oh, good. So, 11 minutes in, well, after 10 minutes in, Chelsea finding themselves behind. And another big chance here for PSG, who are pretty much in, but it's just been taken off him by Malo Gusto. Right, let's have a little look, go to the comments. Why the fuck did we not go all in for Donnarumma? Because we've got a pathetic ownership, my friend. An ownership that will not move away from their plans for an opportunity in the market. Roman Abramovich used to make plans for signings, or his team, I would say the board and whatever, used to make plans for signings, but they also used to take market opportunities as and when they came. Sometimes they didn't work out all that well, and sometimes they worked out brilliantly, a lot better than we expected. Players like a Donnarumma are a tap-in. They're a fucking tap-in. You know, go back on my videos and you'd have seen me call him for that transfer. So, yeah, it is what it is, man. Someone said nobody's saving... Justin Green said nobody's saving that. Lewis said, how are you, Joey? I mean, I could be better, mate. Chelsea are losing. But, yeah, I'm okay. Flew back from Tenerife today. Only been back, like, less than 2 hours in the country or something. And Chelsea already 1-0 down. So, it is what it is. Could be better, could be worse. How are you, mate? Dylan Lane, I think we'll be happy with a draw considering our home form isn't great. No, never happy with a draw. Never as a Chelsea fan am I happy with a draw. I'd always want a win. But if there was ever a game to draw, it was a first leg of a Champions League when the second leg is at Stamford Bridge. You say about our home form not being great. Yeah, Champions League's a bit different. You know what I mean? Even in the worst season that I've ever seen of Chelsea Football Club, and I'm on about the worst season I've ever witnessed, I'm only 31 years old, the Potter season, we still done, what, Dortmund? at home in the Champions League. AC Milan. Here we go. Cole Palmer puts it onto João Pedro, who takes a shot, but it's... Oh, to Enzo Fernandez. Takes a shot well over the bar from Enzo. It looks like it had to have taken a touch because it was so high, but Cole Palmer looking lively here. You know, no, Enzo's just skied it. Cole Palmer looking lively. Cut back a few times. He's having the better of his man so far. So hopefully something comes from this. Wages, I understand it is the thing of wages, but it's resale value as well to a massive extent. Goalkeepers don't go for much money, and although he's a young goalkeeper, I don't know. So it's a mixture of that. Say, for example, what we're referencing is why we weren't in for Donnarumma. It's a mixture of wages, it's a mixture of resale value, and it's a mixture of probably Donnarumma looking at them and going, yeah, they might be called Chelsea, they might play in blue, have the same badge, have the same fans who still love the club, but there's problems at the top dripping down, and the ownership are fucking us. I hate them. From here, we'd love a draw. I wouldn't. I'd like a win. Into the box. Oh, they've hit the bar. Jorgensen got fingers to it. Yeah, the commentary there is saying the goalkeeper didn't get a touch. He did. Jorgensen got fingers to that. Tipped it onto the bar from Dembele, I believe. Showed a replay. Mr. Tom 666. Difference between Roman and these guys is like night and day. Mate, the difference between Roman Abramovich and these guys is like going out and pulling a 10 out of 10 and taking a Roman banging her, or shagging your cousin. Do you know what I mean? These lot couldn't even hold a candle to the absolute fucking legend that is Roman Abramovich, that our disgrace of a fucking UK government fucked over. You can tell I'm not that bothered anymore, can't you? I'm not bothered about any of it no more. I don't give a fuck. Oh. Yeah, that was a save. Yeah. Don't know if it's a plus, but Coventry are winning. Sean Garrity, it is always a plus. What's happening, Sean, by the way? I know you've been in the streams a lot of times. Yeah, it's always a plus because we love Frank Lampard. So there's I think there's like younger fans and whatever. And I understand it because my dad wrote like Peter Osgood's autobiography. Obviously, he wasn't a Chelsea player, but George Best's autobiography. And he wrote a few more. A couple other Chelsea boys, right? Charlie Cook. It's a few others. Anyway, where they're older, yeah? And I didn't grow up watching them, I understood because my dad let me understand. Like, these blokes, sorry, boys, they were men when I was a child, yeah? These men are royalty, yeah? So I obviously understand. I had that respect for them. But because I didn't see him play, there wasn't that connection. So younger fans maybe wouldn't be happy about Coventry winning, but I would, because I've got that connection. Here we go. Good ball there, all the way through. And now we can run, and it's Pedro Neto as well. The best player would have to do it, cutting all the way in. He could cut it across it. Oh! Fuck! Keeper saved it in the end. Sainsbury's is here, baby. You'll have to get that. Oh, what a ball through there. Was that Enzo that put that through? Pedro Neto. And this is the thing, like, obviously he does get a lot of stick here, Pedro Neto, and he hasn't even been able to find his man with the ball. But he's our quickest. And it's not, you know, there's some players that they say, oh, they're so quick, they're so quick. I don't care whether you can hit a speed in training. Pedro Neto does put the accelerators on and he goes for it. Sometimes he gets it wrong, but, you know, is what it is. Someone said, Dylan said, I love Enzo, but I wish he'd stop shooting from distance. Yeah. I mean, at one point, his shooting from distance was piss poor, and now it's better, but... And he's added a good amount of goals to his game. Yeah, save there from the keeper. You all right? So still 1-0 to PSG, but I would say, what are you saying, chat? I would say a decent response so far from Chelsea. Not unreal, not been wave after wave of attack, but a decent response. And this is This is the frustrating thing about Chelsea, and it's probably why I can't fucking take it sometimes and whatever. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. You know, I look at us in games against like the likes of PSG and stuff like that. Is your old man Martin Knight? Yeah. Against people like PSG and, you know, God knows who else. And there's obviously large periods in the game where I see us playing as good as them. Now, there's probably large periods of games where fucking Bournemouth play as good as Arsenal in a game or whatever. And I wouldn't ever think, nah, Bournemouth, they are as good as them deep down. There's just something going wrong. Do you know what I mean? So maybe my perception's wrong. But where I've grown up knowing the football club, I'm always like, probably overconfident, toxic positivity, whatever, because I look at us and I'm like, nah, we're good, man. We are good. Something's just going wrong. The fucking owners and whatnot. But, I don't know. Am I going to the home leg? I don't know yet. I don't know. I should do, innit? I think, was it Sonny? I'm sure Sonny Palace said he fucking might have tickets. Oh, someone remind me at the end to text my guy. Try and get tickets to the home leg. I need to get up Chelsea soon. The last game I went to was... Here we go. João Pedro here. Oh, he snatched it. Can someone get on the end of it? No. João Pedro with a right-footed shot. Probably took it a little bit too soon. Maybe tried to place it into the corner. Deflected. No one gets on the end of it. But Chelsea putting good pressure in on. PSG's keeper looks like a bird. Yeah, good little block there. What was the last game I went to? I can't even think of the last Chelsea match I went to. What was the last game I went to? It weren't Fulham away. I've been to fucking a few games after that. It was one of Rosenior's first games. I think I've seen Rosenior twice. I can't remember what games I went to. Real Madrid 1-0 up. Interesting. Should we have a little scores on the doors? Toxic positivity is better than toxic negativity. Not for your bank account. And this is like, mate, this is why, like, sorry to go on a tangent, people, if you don't want me to hear why I haven't been as much on YouTube and whatever, let me know now and I won't even tell you because I can just carry on speaking about the game. If you would like to know, a lot of it has a lot to do with fucking toxic negativity, positivity, selling out, doing stuff I don't feel comfortable with. So yeah, it's just one of them. Do you know what, yeah? Since PSG's goal, they haven't really created much. I started to think, is it going to be a bit of a cumulative pressure from PSG after that goal because they had a chance just after. But for the most part, Chelsea have been the team that have been playing better since then. Good to have Cucurella back in the team. Turns there to Pedro Neto. And again, this is another thing like with Pedro Neto's form. Obviously, you've got to remember, Cucurella's come out of the team. A lot of the time under Rosenior, Pedro Neto's been on the left. That there was a chance, and Pedro Neto was unlucky to not get a better ball from João Pedro. There's a goal in us, I'd agree. I think the same. Chelsea looking good, yep. I think look decent at the minute. I'm back in the studio with Josh on Friday. Has anyone in here watched the little day in the life TikToks I've been trying to put together? Here we go, Jorgensen on the... Mate, Jorgensen always stutters with a pass and puts someone under pressure. Here we go, though. We can go here. Come on. Cole Palmer, stretch your legs. He's going to cut back. Put it through. Good ball there. Come on. Oh, no. All of that just for us to not get on it with Enzo. Palmer, he wants to go on his own. He's put it into a tighter position now, and it's Pedro Neto on the edge of the box. Cuts inside. They're maybe calling for offside against Cucurella. Puts it back. Headed. Oh, it's on target from João Pedro, but he can't make anything of it. Keeper saves. As someone who went on to Paddy Power for Cheltenham, I agree about the someone who went on to Paddy Power for Cheltenham, I agree about the toxic positivity for the bank account. I don't understand. I don't understand. Basically, what? Oh, right. Okay, sorry. So, yeah, basically, what I was saying is this, yeah? This is why it annoys me so much, like so much, and it annoys me more than fucking other people when I get negativity. I'm not on about people commenting on some of my videos and stuff like that. I'm on about like when I'm on holiday with my family and you got people messaging you, bro, we don't give a shit about your fucking holiday. Why aren't you posting Chelsea videos? Blah blah blah, whatever. And I'm like, come on, man. I'm on holiday with my dad. Like, I don't know whether it's gonna be one of my fucking last ones. Oh, honestly, like. But what I'm saying is, I would make more money from Chelsea to be hated. Do you know what I mean? I would make more money to sell out. Look at Talk. Well, no, because fucking Tobes, I think, does a little bit on TalkSport now and stuff like that. But look at TalkSport and look at a lot of these platforms and look at who they employ. Do you know what I mean? I'd make more money to very negatively talk about my club. But I show my face all the time at Stamford Bridge. I don't feel like doing that. I took less money for integrity, yeah? So please don't ever come at me and go, oh, Joey this, Joey that. I could be doing a lot more. You know what I mean? But I chose integrity. Oh, shot from Barcola there. Always going wide, but little warning sign for Chelsea there that you're not just full steam in control, because he had about 3 men round him and he was able to get out. Rory, yeah. I mean, yeah, though. Like, I'm not like, at the end of the day, I'm not actually calling someone like that out. I'm just saying, like, if people get on to me, you know what I mean? I just think, come on, man. Like, I'm the person that's kept integrity. As I said, anyone that was here earlier on in the stream, you don't understand the amount of gigs, which obviously comes with financial gain, that I've turned down. Because I know that it's going to be someone shoot, yeah, whatever the company is putting it together. It's going to be a shoot that's targeted at making Chelsea fans look like idiots, yeah? Bare times I've turned down money to do them sort of things. So, yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully those that know, you know what I mean? So 26 minutes in, what are we thinking, chat? What are we thinking? Because at the minute, all you're talking about is thingy. What are we thinking? João Pedro and Cucurella making himself lively and getting about sometimes, and I think this is a criticism of all strikers. I don't like it when he drops deep. Ball through to Cole Palmer. He's in. Do you know what, right? Cole Palmer's not playing badly this game. He's just been dispossessed. But they are on Palmer. And I think that might benefit João Pedro in the end. I think it might. But I think after what they knew about Palmer and whatnot, because a lot of teams now be playing Cole Palmer, and yeah, players might double up on him and whatnot, but they're probably not, I don't know, he's probably not striking fear in. Here we go. Chelsea over the top here. Yes! Malo Gusto! Ball played over the top. Malo Gusto takes it down, hits it. The keeper's done better with harder shots tonight, in my opinion, without watching the replay. But this time, he doesn't. He spills it. He lets it free. Malo Gusto is scoring what? His second goal for Chelsea Football Club, I believe that is. I think he might have scored one against Wolves or Villa or someone from the Midlands. But he hardly ever fucking scores. And now he's just took it down. I'll tell you what, I say the keeper could have done better. Actually, the hand the keeper got to it was what put it into the middle of the goal. Man, you'd want to do better. You'd probably want to do better. But who the fuck cares? Malo Gusto's made it 1-0. Chelsea are back in it. I fucking wish away goals still stood. I used to love away goals. Malo Gusto. Have I ever doubted him? Has anyone ever heard me say so much as a doubtful word about the Frenchman? No, you have not. Don't check the receipts. You don't need to. I love him. Good goal. Decent. We're back in it. Come on, change the scoreboard. Now we're having it. Right, 1-0. Who remembers Devo? Anyone remember Devo? We have your receipts and you ain't. Nah. I have said, Gusto and slated him before. But, good lad. Oh, Joe, yes. Up the Chelsea. Up the Joe. Yes, bro. Thank you very much. Super chat from Joel. Legend. Thank you so much to everyone that sends a super chat, by the way. I really do appreciate it. Joel, I'll just try and look out for your name. Joel, I'm looking out for you. Get your comments in. Because whenever especially a very generous one of that, whenever anyone sends a super chat, get a question or something. And I always say, while there's people in here, I shouldn't say this, but I always say, if it's a super chat, you can ask me what you want. Because if it's a super chat, I'd never knowingly accept a payment off someone or whatever and not answer the questions. You can ask me what you want. People have asked me all sorts. What age you lose your virginity? But yeah. Devo rap. When I was at school, I was a fella around the back sheds fingering Daniela. Round the back sheds fingering Christina. Round the back sheds fingering 2-0 Real Madrid. Selena got 4 fingers up. You should have seen her. No, but Devo was the man when I was growing up. Yeah, I'm 31, so Devo was good stuff. Do you know what I was thinking about the other day? Sorry, people, tell me to shut up if you want me to just talk about the game again. You know what I was thinking about the other day? Words, UK, words from, I don't know if many people are in here from London, where I'm from, but South London. UK words that are going extinct. UK words that are going extinct. Breezed. Does anyone still say, just breezed up to the shop a minute ago? Went there quick, breezed. That was one I thought of. Heavy. No one says heavy for good no more. No one says, they're heavy about someone's new trainers. They say, they're nice. You know what I mean? I don't know. Is Enzo on a yellow? I don't know. Jorgensen, shaky again. Moist! No one really says moist. Good shout, Justin. No one really says moist, do they? Who says moist anymore? I'm trying to think of a word that people should show. Here we go. Oh, it's gone out for a Chelsea frame. It's been good. It's been my first live stream in fucking ages. Absolutely ages. And I was doing 2 a week at one point. What about wham? No one says wham anymore. As in wham for big. You jibben. Oh, Devo was so... Is it dead? I think it was dead anyway. Do out. You know me, boss. I like my deals. When I was at school, I was a fella around the rat sheds fingering down a yellow. PSG is shitting himself. 32 minutes in, and PSG is shitting himself, and they fucking attacked us in about 15 minutes. You bunch of fucking French idiots. Come on. You go, we go, like American Pie. If you know, you know. You fucking jebends. Oh my god, Barcola. It's been a jebend. Right, come on. He's been good, Barcola, hasn't he? We should sign him. You know, that shows the fall of the club. This sounds like such an arrogant Chelsea fan's take. But just while PSG are on the attack, that shows the fall of our club. We'd never go and sign him now or whatever, or sign anyone like we used to do. You know, Man United played Sporting, yeah? Some of you are too young, you don't even know this. But Man United played Sporting in 2003 and fucking Cristiano Ronaldo as a 18-year-old, something like that, impressed Fergie so much that he went and signed him. In a nutshell, more or less, type thing. And I'm ball played through, Jorgensen gonna get it. I'm there Barcola's played good, we should go sign him. Because that's the Chelsea of old. We used to do that. Now, nah. No way. Sorry. That was rude. Sorry. Right, PSG coming into it a little bit over the last 2 minutes or so, but not, yeah, you know. Hope there were some beers in that Sainsbury's order. No, there wasn't. There wasn't no beers, which is annoying because I didn't realise I'm still in holiday mode until I've just had a beer there. And now I'm like, oh, I'm still in holiday mode. I've only got back like today. I only got back like, I think I landed at like 5:30. But then basically I had just had one beer in the fridge. I had one beer in the fridge. And, who's that? Bodo Glim. I had one beer in the fridge. I had in the fridge, so I thought, oh, fuck it, I'll have that one. But now I'm a bit like, oh, I've had an edible, to be fair. Right. If Enzo gets a yellow, he misses the next leg. It wouldn't be the end of the world. Because then I think it gets wiped, does it not? Or does it? I don't know. But regardless, yeah, it gets wiped because you missed a game. It wouldn't be the end of the world. It wouldn't be ideal at all. It wouldn't be good at all. But knowing that Palmer can go into the 10, Reece can occupy midfield, Romeo Lavia should, hopefully, touch wood. Romeo, he's too injury prone. Jinxed us by saying PSG won't attack him. Have a word with the missus. Justin remembers watching the game and thinking, shit, Ronaldo was special. Yeah. I didn't watch that game live. Of course, I've watched whatever, but I didn't watch it live. But the game I watched, who did they play? It wasn't Arsenal. It wasn't the Arsenal game where he scored the goal. But anyway, I remember watching an Everton game live and think Everton Newcastle maybe in like 2003 and thinking, oi, this boy is special. And that was obviously Rooney. Yeah, PSG had a good little 10-minute spell here. No, the missus ain't got me no beers or nothing, which is annoying, man. I think I got ginger beer, non-alcoholic. Oh, get it out, Jorgensen. Put your foot through that. Play back to Jorgensen. Do you know what? So far, and I'm going to get to a few of the comments in a minute. So far... oh, sorry. Phlegm. So far, it's been overall a very even match. I would say PSG had a good first 10 minutes. I'd say we were better then, probably, for the next 15, 20 odd minutes. And then now, changing up. Right. That's how we ended up with so many players back in the day. Raul Morelos, yeah. I remember. Jinxed us by saying PSG weren't attacking. Right, ball over the top here. Oh, Pedro Neto, but the keeper's come for it. Take that throw in quick. Or keep it on if we can. And it is kept on, so the keeper needs to rush back. Nah. Just go. Just attack. Run at them! Fucking hate it when we don't. Go on, play it for the... João Pedro on the ball. Ends up back in the possession of PSG. Offie. That's another word, yeah, for off license. Go to the offie. What beer do you recommend? What's your top three? Well, it all depends, really. Like, I got PSG corner, I believe. No, Chelsea goal kick. I've got a few beers. What are we saying, people? Top three beers. Get them in, because I want everyone else's top three beers. If you're in the chat, I want your top three beers. I'd say... there's a few. It's all about the mood, though, innit? It is all about the mood. If I was only going to have, like, one, yeah, or one or two, I mean, I'd always prefer a pint over a bottle. Like, I think bottles are awful. But if I was going to get a bottle, I'd get a bottle of Modelo. Modelo, if anyone knows it. If anyone's been to Mexico, America. I mean, America are big on Modelo, yeah. Mexico, America. It's kind of their Corona in a way, although they also have Corona. Modelo's lovely. Modelo would be up there for me in top 3 beers. Pre-crack it, come in at third. Modelo. People will slate me for mine because everyone's like, I don't know, names weird beers. Cole Palmer out on the wing here. He's struggling to be able to get away from his man now because they're sticking so many men on him. And obviously Chelsea haven't got. That's the one thing about João Pedro. Although he scores. Cole Palmer with a shot. Oh, cut back there. Cole Palmer with the shot stings the hands of the goalkeeper put out. And now PSG are countering on us. Dembele's through. He's got a man coming across. Shielded well. And it's 2-0. Cuts back across 2-1, sorry. 2-1 to PSG. Do you know what, yeah? The way we got back across there, I started to think we'll end up blocking his shot here, but it didn't happen. And we were cut apart there, weren't we? Thought we were going to score. Cole Palmer nearly scores. And that there was ruthless from PSG and going up the other end. Really, really good from PSG. Oh, man. Who got back? Andre Santos for that? Yeah, I mean, he's not. Do you know what it is, right? Oh, Fofana. Do you know what it is, right? I could cut Chelsea apart like PSG just did. But I can't, like I always say, and I always say this, right? Hey, if you want a fucking analytical analysis or whatever, maybe go somewhere else. But I'm a fan. Do you know what I mean? And I think like when you concede a goal like that, and I'll change the scoreboard in a minute. When you concede a goal like that, it's so much more forgiving than when you concede a goal when you're not going for it. We were literally going for it in that moment. Counter-attacked and cut apart. Do you know what I mean? Can fucking happen and it's shit. Would I back against us winning this game 3-2? No. Honestly, no, I wouldn't. So, and I'm not saying we will, but would I back against that happening? No. Would I also back against us conceding and going 3-1 down? No, I wouldn't. It's one of those games where things can happen. So I can't tell you what's going to happen next, but I can tell you at the minute, I've not lost hope because I've seen enough from us to feel like there's more goals in us. Does anyone agree with that? I don't know. I'll go back up to them beer lists in a minute, but obviously, yeah, 2-1 to PSG now. 41 minutes on the clock. Let me change that score. Oh, Miss Esteval. Fuck's sake, man. I proper missed that kid. Good little touch on there. Nice. Chelsea looking to counter ourselves, but they've got too many men behind the ball. Palmer's holding his nose there. Did Dembele flick a hand? Was it Dembele? No. I'm fucking all off because I'm watching it on this. Look, hold up. I'm just watching it on that. You know, obviously, when I do live streams, normally I'm not watching it on my phone. I'm normally watching it on a fucking separate screen, but I just got back from holiday. Let me check. No super chats are coming. Right, okay, cool. I'm gonna have a little look at this beer list. Right. Guinness, Bemish, Coors. Sean, what's happening? What's happening, bro? Have you... yeah. Justin. I like Ashai. Do you mean Asahi? Rocket Fuel. Moretti, Asahi, Sapporo. I haven't had Sapporo. Stella Pacifico, Asahi, Peroni. Oh, mate, Peroni. Oh, I don't feel like I can just sip and enjoy a Peroni all that much. I feel like Peroni does something to me like vodka does. Do you know what I mean? It just makes me think, oh, yeah. Let's have a fight. No, joking. Chelsea trying to play out from the back here. I wish we had a player that would just get the ball and fucking hoof it. I mean, it does work sometimes, but PSG played out from the back and just scored a goal. But, you know, if in doubt. Stella Artois, only beer I drink outside New Zealand. Real Madrid 3-0 up against City. Wow. Man like Joey K, how's the family? They're all right. They're all right, bro. Yeah. How are you, mate? Joel said, I agree that we're good for it, but the defence organisation has been so poor all year under both managers, but got worse under Rosenior. We have to sort it out. Yeah. There's not been a. I don't massively. Listen. Like, I never wanted Enzo Maresca to be sacked, so I'm not gonna now sit here and go, oh yeah, down talking too much sort of thing. I think there was things that I didn't agree with, and I think that Chelsea trying to play out from the back here, just about get out, but we're putting ourselves under a needless amount of pressure. At the same time, if we can push enough men up, we can force PSG into a position where we can counter-attack them. But then when you give away possession after doing that like we just done there, we just look like fucking idiots. Caicedo not having a good game. Who's having a great game in a minute? I don't know. It's hard to fucking tell. João Pedro, nice. He's took it down. The man went down himself. Fuck him. There you go. Pass it. Here we go. Right. Come on. Pedro Neto. Oh, no. We fucking wasted the opportunity again. Ah! Get up, for fuck's sake. Valverde hat-trick. I knew he got 2 of them. I didn't know. Mr. Tom, is there a podcast this weekend? Yeah, there'll be... I don't know. I might do a video after the stream tonight. And then me and Josh are in the studio on Friday. So tomorrow I've got to do a lot of work that I've got half-time, by the way, in this one. Tomorrow I've got to do a lot of work that I've got for Statemate and a few others and stuff like that. Because obviously I've been away for a little bit and I wasn't really supposed to go away, but it is what it is. So Friday I'm in the studio with Josh. We're doing a couple of true crime podcasts. We do a Chelsea podcast. I want to stop saying like, oh, you know, I'm going to get back to it and whatever, because my life, I keep anticipating my life to things to get better and they're not. So I can't really make promises at the minute, but I'm in the studio. I'm in the studio on Friday. Right, people, what do we think? Halftime thoughts. Look, right, if we hadn't conceded that second goal, I think I'd be going in and as I was sort of analysing that half and I was saying, do you know what? I'm not massively disappointed or anything with the performance. I don't think that it's a game that we've been played off the park in, outplayed in. I think it's a game that before the goal, before that 2-1, the goal that made it 2-1, sorry, I thought it was a game that I would say was even. I thought PSG were better for the first little bit of it, maybe just under 10 minutes. Then I thought we had a good 20-odd minute period where we were good, you know what I mean? And then, obviously, we conceded that second goal. So, let me know, people. Let me know your thoughts. But, yeah, it's... Let me just read a few of these coming in. Right. Imagine the French League gave these lot of game rescheduled to focus on the Champions League. Sad bunch. Cool. Yeah, it did that. I didn't even know that. Premier League never did that. Fucking hell. Are you a lot happier with Rossini than you were with Maresca? I am. That's a good question. I think you could really dive into that and pick it apart, to be honest with you. I think you could. There's certain elements of Rafinha's game that I like. There's certain elements that I think he lacks compared to Maresca. So it is really hard to give an answer on that, but I'd like to see what everyone else thinks. Would you take a 2-1 now and bring them back to the bridge? No, definitely not. Super chat come in. David G _02. Thank you very much, Bo. Still in this game. Garnacho needs to come on for Neto. Yeah, Garnacho looked lively last time out. He is a very hit and miss character, but at the same time, do you know what I mean? When he is hitting, he can be decent, Garnacho, and very much impactful. And one thing I would say is Garnacho has stinkers. Would anyone agree with this? Yeah. And this isn't me, like, you know, saying Garnacho's great, but Garnacho has stinkers. He doesn't go missing. Do you know what I mean? He still gets on the ball. Like, so when he's not having a stinker, he is a good player to have because he drives you forward. Maybe on his own, wanting to do it and pick the ball up and do it, maybe second after like Esteval in the team. Obviously, there's a massive drop-off. I'm not saying he's nowhere near as good, but I'm just saying, in terms of having that mentality to drive you forward, Garnacho does offer that. So maybe we could bring him on at half-time. Who do people think should be on? But as for would I take a 2-1 and bring them back to the bridge? No way. I want to win this match. I've seen enough in them to believe, I think. And also, like, the bridge ain't what it used to be. I'm not just necessarily thinking, yeah, we're taking back to the bridge and then we do them there. Like, yeah, it's happened in the past, but we ain't the Chelsea of the past. Centre-half's not been good enough. Yeah. Jorgensen, yeah, it's a weird decision. What do people think of Jorgensen so far tonight? Am I the only one that thinks the field's too big? It's the camera angle. A lot of teams in the Premier League used to have higher cameras. Like White Hart Lane used to have it. Spurs. I think Neto is needed because it helps us with wingers by Garnacho over the last 25 minutes or so. Yep, not bad. Maresca ball was so frustrating, but he could definitely set up well in the big one-off games. Yeah, we probably haven't had enough big one-off games under Liam Rafinha to make a fair comparison. But on the small sample size we've had, yeah, I'd agree with you there. Garnacho only really has stinkers when he starts, though. Yeah, good point. When he comes on off the bench, he is usually a little bit better. Quender's going to be good. Yep, I'd agree. One thing that gives me hope about Rafinha is that he's happy to make changes early. Yeah, 100%. And I like that. I like that in a manager. I've seen it not too often. A lot of the times putting Chelsea throughout my life. I've seen it with a few managers, but a lot of the managers have had, even great managers like Tommy Tuchel, have been very stubborn with their substitutions, not changing nothing, even if they get it wrong to like 70th minute. It was good football. I felt Palmer is doing much better. Enzo doesn't seem to be in the game. Everyone else doing decent. Yeah, Enzo's not really been at the races. But yeah, Palmer looks a little bit better. I don't put it past us getting a goal in the second half. I think we probably will. I'm telling you ahead of time, if we play the same style as Strasbourg, then when we get Penders, we will have heart failure weekly. Yeah. White Hart Lane, do you mean 3 points lane? Yeah. Moises and Enzo sleeping. I've not seen Valverde's goal, man. I've not seen it, but I want to see it. Hate that Prime put another paywall for the games, have they? I didn't even know that. Didn't know they had. Cool, just watching back that first PSG goal now. It was not from a Chelsea point of view, obviously defensively, but when a player puts their foot through the ball like that, you can't help but admire it. It's because it goes off the bar as well. I'm not saying he scuffed it, because he didn't. But, well, he actually did. Oh, he got a deflection. I only just clocked he got a deflection on it. Yeah, he's shit. Rubbish. We need a draw and win at home. I think, mate, if we go 2-2, yeah, it becomes a massively end-to-end game. So once you go 2-2, you should just be open for a win, not even a draw. Just hope for a win, not a draw, because if you go 2-2, it becomes end-to-end. And that means that you're probably not going to finish 2-2. It's probably going to be 3-2, one way or the other. Watching Palmer's shot back now. Decent. Not good enough. Joey, do you think it is the coach's tactics to play from the back using the goalie? Yeah, can't not be. Can't not be, can it? Because he's the one that changed the keeper. And to be honest, I don't know whether I'd say, it wasn't the time to change the keeper. I mean, I don't think it was the time to change the keeper, to be fair. But, mate, like, I've seen Robert Sanchez in such worse form and retain his position. So, as a fan base, all we ask for is like a bit of consistency or a bit of, it's a hard one. Listen, it's not Jorgensen's fault we lose him, but he been great. Yeah, you were right. We need a win. Yeah, 100%. Right, what are we saying, people?